Case number 6. History. 63-year-old male patient complains of mass in nasal cavity. This is a hyperview of H&E stent section of nasal mass showing pseudostratified columnar epithelium admixed with goblet cyst and intraepithelial mucous cyst at places, showing inversion into underlying stroma to form a cleft-like structure. The connective tissue cores were fibrocellular in nature with chronic inflammatory cells, chiefly lymphocytes and RBCs. Diagnosis: inverted papilloma. Sinonasal papilloma. These are benign neoplasm of respiratory mucosa, most commonly presenting with nasal stiffness, nasal obstruction or epistaxis. Most cases are seen in adult men, but they can also occur in children. In rare cases, they may extend into cranial cavity. Many adjectives have been attached to them, such as inverted, cylindrical cell, transitional, squamous and Schneiderian. Excluded from this group are verrucous hyperkerotic squamous papillomas arising from stratified squamous epithelium lining the nasal vestibule, which are analogous to tumors occurring elsewhere in the skin. Sinonasal papillomas are of three types: septal, inverted and oncocytic. Most common is inverted papilloma. Septal papillomas are located in nasal septum, whereas inverted and oncocytic papillomas are located in the lateral nasal wall in the region of middle turbinates. All papillomas are unilateral in focality. Histologically, septal papilloma shows papillary fronts composed of predominantly squamous mucocytes and intraepithelial mucocysts, whereas inverted papilloma shows inverted growth consisting of thickened squamous epithelium composed of squamous transitional and columnar cells admixed with mucocytes and intraepithelial mucous cyst. Whereas oncocytic papilloma shows multilayered epithelial proliferation composed of columnar cells with abundant eosinophilic granular cytoplasm. Incidence of human papillomavirus. Septal and inverted papillomas are associated with human papillomavirus, most commonly 6 and 11, where it is rare in oncocytic papillomas. Malignant transformation is more common in inverted and oncocytic papillomas, where it is rare in septal papilloma. It is a CT scan along the transverse and frontal plane in the patient with inverted papilloma of nasal cavity. At the left side, arrows are showing hypostosis. This is a gross image of inverted papilloma showing pink to tan grey polypoid growth having wrinkled surface. This is endoscopic image. A is nasal septum, B is inferior nasal concha, and arrow are showing nasal papilloma masses. In contrast to inflammatory polyps, sinonasal papillomas are unilateral in the large majority of cases. Microscopically, papillomas are composed of proliferating columnar or squamous epithelial cells with an admixture of mucin-containing cells and numerous microcysts. Some tumors are partially or entirely composed of swollen granular eosinophilic cells with features of oncocytes. This is image showing inverted pattern of growth of sinonasal papilloma. In this image, we can see oncocytic epithelium having cells with abundant amount of eosinophilic cytoplasm. This is an image of inverted pattern growth of sinonasal papilloma. Occasional mitosis are present in basal layer. ATPI is mild to moderate and there is an orderly maturation pattern. The tumor cells are able to synthesize secretory component and to take up IgA and IgM. The dual composition of columnar and squamous cells is also apparent at the immunohistochemical level in the sense that there is expression of keratin corresponding to both cell types. The papillomas arising in the nasal septum are usually exophytic and mushroom shaped, that is fungiform, with a thin central core of connective tissue. Those located in the lateral wall are of inverted type with inward growth of epithelium into stroma. The lateral feature can be misinterpreted as invasion and the lesion incorrectly diagnosed as carcinoma. Sinonasal papillomas have a tendency to recur, this feature being particularly common in the inverted type. They also have a complex and often misunderstood relationship with malignancy, which may manifest in three ways. First, development of obvious carcinoma months or years after the excision of papilloma, with or without recurrence of papilloma in the interim. This event occurs in about 3% of all papillomas and is associated with a 25% of survival rate. Second one is presence of focal invasion carcinoma in an otherwise typical papilloma at the time of first excision. Third one is occurrence of tumor having a pattern of growth very similar to that of papilloma but with subtle cytologic feature indicative of malignancy. The survival rate of this group is poor as for carcinoma developing after excision of the papilloma. Many studies have been done in recent years with an in situ hybridization or polymerase chain reaction techniques demonstrating the presence of human papilloma virus in sinonasal papillomas even if the detection rate varied considerably. Human papilloma virus 6 and 11 has been the type most often detected. In several of the series, the incidence of positivity was notably higher for the fungiform than the inverted papillomas, which often shows histologic evidence of viral infection in the form of coilocytosis. Despite early claims to the contrary, Epstein-Barr virus is not present in the sinonasal papillomas. Treatment. The treatment of sinonasal papillomas is surgical removal. CT scanning is routinely used in management planning. The standard therapy is lateral rhinotomy and en-bloc excision of the lateral nasal wall followed by the removal of all mucosa in the ipsilateral paranasal sinuses. Differential diagnosis. First, inflammatory sinonasal polyps. These are clinically similar but histopathologically epithelial alteration are seen only in inverted papillomas, not in inflammatory polyps. Second one is non-keratinizing respiratory carcinoma. It mimics inverted papilloma and it can be differentiated by the presence of dysplastic feature in the carcinoma. Third one is varicose carcinoma. Presence of cleft-like spaces lined by a thick layer of parakeratin extending from the surface deeply into the lesion is a hallmark of varicose carcinoma which is absent in inverted papilloma. Thank you.